Hi, I'm Tanis and welcome to the channel. This week on the channel, we're going to catch up on what I've been doing since my last vlog. If you haven't seen that vlog, go check it out, featuring sights from Vegas, Arizona, and Utah, as well as a pretty epic story about friendship. Let's catch up on what I've been doing since I've got back from Vegas. So we came in from a red-eye home Tuesday night, got in bright and early on Wednesday, and I was pretty jet lagged. I hadn't slept. I thought I would sleep on the plane, but no such luck. So I came back home, had a bit of a nap, and then I took off into Barker's Bush for a bit of a Wednesday medium long run, as I normally would in my training. For 14.5 kilometers, while dinking around a bit to work on some Minotaur skills on loose rocks and gravel. And even a river crossing.
First river crossing of the year, actually second. Woo! I'd like to say that I'm heat trained from just coming back from Vegas. Apparently not, because it's just really hot. This is nice.
Into Thursday, I hit the rail trail for a workout. So it'd been a bit since I did any quality. So I did a 20-minute tempo, which ended up being a 4:17 per K pace, into 5 by 2 minutes hard, 1 minute easy. That workout, I actually felt quite good, and I was really happy about that because that 20-minute tempo felt very smooth, especially after my race at Sulphur Springs. Thursday evening, I did an uphill treadmill since I had missed my Tuesday's uphill treadmill workout that I normally would do, and also since I missed all that elevation training from the canyon that I had planned on putting into this week, I knew I had to put in a little bit more elevation for the week. Friday was 10 kilometers easy out on the local trails into Barker's Bush again. Now this brings us into last weekend, which was a big back-to-back weekend. I had a 3-hour run into another 3-hour run. I linked up with my friend Reese to go hit some technical trails and some big birds.
All right, we're back out going towards Rat Jaw today. Doing a bit of a long run, only 3 hours. Got my buddy Reese here. Oh, I didn't show my watch. Fail.
Mine's not even on.
Yeah, that's sick. That's amazing.
It's super helpful to have someone who's actually better than me on technical terrain and also on downhill running. These are skills that are very specific to trail running that I've been trying to teach myself and work on since I've transitioned from roads into trails. I still have a lot of confidence to gain on definitely like really rocky terrain, especially if you put rocks on top of a downhill. So it's been really helpful having a training partner that can really push me and build my confidence in this.
So technical.
As Reese is just better at it than I am. And I even accidentally took us through some thorn bushes as I've tried to bushwhack over to Ratjaw's reflection. I guess you couldn't see his reflection that day. Into the infamous Rat Jaw.
Back up Rat Jaw. Reese is gonna crush me up it. Leave me back here to cry.
No tears.
Only tears. No tears, but we can have some tears in our legs from the thorns. This is our 4th time up Rat Jaw. There we go.
I was feeling really good after Saturday's run, so I decided to bump up the mileage for Sunday. I originally planned on maybe about a 2-hour run, but since I had already in my head had 6 hours planned that week for the Grand Canyon run, I knew I wanted to make back up that stimulus. I was looking at my training and I knew I hadn't gotten the 3,000 to 4,000 meters of vert for multiple weeks like I wanted going into this race. I had like two and a half good weeks that were close, but I wanted one more. So that's how I decided to add that Sunday run. So 3 hours on Sunday, again, another heavy vert day.
Too fast. I can't keep up.
I don't think Reese knows what flat means. Dude just trains on hills all the time, so it's a good stimulus for me to try to just hang on for dear life behind him.
Oh, I'm dead. Maybe better if it's not tall grass. Reese tries to kill me again.
So that brought the week's total to 11 and a half hours, 3,700 meters of vert, and 95 kilometers. So that was a really good peak week. Now let's fast forward to this week. So this week I'm in taper mode. So what is taper? Taper is basically the way you start to back down your training as you get towards your race goal. So my race goal is Minotaur. So generally for a taper, you take maybe about 30% off for the first week, and then you taper down even a little bit more, so you're up to like 50% off of what your normal training would be. This week I plan on doing somewhere between 7-8 kilometer runs on most days, and then a tapered long run. So Monday I took the day off after that big weekend. Tuesday morning I kept it easy to only 7 kilometers instead of my normal 10. Tuesday evening I did do my uphill treadmill. I opted for 20 minutes.
Uphill treadmill day, baby.
Instead of 30 minutes as per usual. Wednesday was time for one last epic adventure. So I opted for an hour 40 on the trails in one of my favorite places, Caledon. This is such a unique trail. Let's check that out. My husband joined me for this adventure.
Enjoy.
And Gingen.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry again. We're back on the Bruce Trail today. Heading out to Battle Fountain, my favorite place. Chris Geisler showed me this loop, and I've come here every build the last few years now, a couple times, because it's a really awesome way to work on my footing, to run over huge, massive boulders, and you can't miss the waterfall. You must include a waterfall on T's run, so we're gonna go see man-made, albeit, but a waterfall. And this will be one of my last, like, bigger things doing before my race. We're a week and a half out, so at that like 10-day mark, it's probably the last time you're gonna gain anything from your fitness, from your training. So really the only thing I'm expecting to get out of this run is just keep my legs from being sluggish and confidence of running on rocky terrain. So yeah, let's go. Boulder time, baby. Crazy. Beep. Beep. I always get sketched out on this. I was get sketched out on this staircase. Maybe I'm not as epic as I thought. Okay, we're down. See? Like it's steep. Let's go. onto one of my favorite little side trails. If you haven't seen it, I had a previous vlog, well, previous run on my YouTube where I highlighted this trail and the history of Caledon and how this ring of kiln was created. Namely, this was used to burn limestone. So go check that out if you haven't already seen that. My shoes list. Cool. Cool. Down with it. Let's go. Power hike for the win. What a view. Well done. Let's go. Hills, and more hills. One thing that I didn't mention is I'm so incredibly jet lagged from Vegas. I thought today was Saturday. It's definitely Wednesday, right? And I don't know. I don't know what time it is. I don't know what day it is. All I know is just get up and run. That's all I do. But that's a pretty good life. We're gonna do 2 hours today, another 2 hours on Saturday, and that's kind of the extent of my taper. I've learned over the years, I've been training for like 15 plus years now, I can't over taper because I feel pretty flat come race day. So this is a good stimulus. Like even before Speedgo, I actually did a 4-hour hike the Monday before and raced on Saturday, and I felt great. So I think I will err on the side of a little bit more, but next week would definitely be pretty cut down, other than some hikes on Tuesday. Well, let's go. One final climb of the day. This section is specifically why I come here. This is my QMT training area. I've already done this once today. I'm going back up and I looked at it. It's a 30-meter gain of elevation over only 100 meters distance traveled. That is wild. So close. Hello, dear. Hello. Hi. Oh, Bubble Run.
Oh.
Hi. Did you find it?
What?
The trail?
Now we had a quick stop on the way home to check out the Cheltenham Badlands, a unique geological site in Caledon.
Going to go check out Badlands.
Like here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How would you say it?
I don't know.
Shetland? Shetland? I don't know. It's a naturally but also man-made change to the earth. At some point, I guess, this was used for farming, so the land was cleared, and there's a unique process where there's been erosion accelerated through the different depths of rock. So you get this beautiful red color, and we're going to see what that looks like. What the heck? What is this?
Mints?
Don't eat that.
No, do not.
Do not eat that. And again. Again, selfie. Oh, she She's like hunting.
Wednesday evening, I finally got out for my first climb post ankle sprain. I opted to decrease my amount of climbing since my ankle sprain, as the risk factor for rolling it while climbing compared to running was so much higher, and I just couldn't afford to have a setback going into this race.
Yeah, not so easy, is it?
On to Thursday, an easy 7 kilometers with strides. Friday, I took the day off. I was feeling a little stressed and I had caught a bit of a cold, so pretty congested. So I decided to just take it easy for Friday. Saturday was a tapered long run. I hit the trail solo for 2 hours along the Grand Valley Trail between Paris and Brantford. One of my favorite local trails with lots of technical single track. And then Sunday, just an easy 7 kilometers on the trails in Barker's Bush again. I decided to bushwhack again. So clearly my route finding skills need some work.
Another day, another river crossing. Woo! Get all the bugs off me. People really need to run in Barker's more, so I don't have to bushwhack. We're only 6 days out. Let's go, baby.
And that brings this week to 54 kilometers, 6 hours of training, and 1,100 meters of vert. A little bit more of a taper than I had planned, but I didn't necessarily plan on taking Friday off. That was an extra off day. I planned on maybe doing another 7 there, so that would have balanced it out to more of a normal taper. But since I have a cold, it's important that I listen to my body. So that's where we're at. So that's what I did for the last week and a half of training. Now, as of today, I'm 6 days out from Minotaur. So how am I feeling? I'm a little nervous. Oddly enough, I'm feeling not as confident as I was, but I think that's the nerves setting in. So what am I gonna do to fix this? So I'm going to go back through all my training. I'm gonna look at what I did through this build, how much work I've put in, and how much hills I've done in preparation for this goal. I know that I have done everything I possibly could have to be ready for this race. I've trained for it as if it's a 50K, so of course I'm gonna be ready for this 30K. The elevation, I've done more elevation than ever. I've done some of the biggest training runs ever, done multiple 1,300 meters of elevation runs, whereas last year, I think 1,000 or 1,100 was the most I would ever do in a training run. So I'm really excited about that. I'll also probably go back through my vlogs and see all the cool adventures I've had. Another great option for building confidence and helping with fear before a race is thinking about all the things that I am grateful for and having gratitude. I am grateful to be able to have my husband come out and crew me. He's always there at the start lines and the finish lines, helping get me through these races. And he has more confidence in me than anyone ever, including myself. It's always great having that support. I'm gonna be grateful for the friends that I've made during this build. I'm grateful for my body. I had a sprained ankle only 8 weeks ago. It could have been really bad. I could have been off in a boot. So I have to be very thankful for that as well, just to make it to the start line. One great thing about going somewhere new for this race is I have so many cool areas that I'm going to explore going into the race. So that will be a much needed distraction to look at the beautiful sights of Alberta, especially Banff National Park. So in a few short days, my husband and I will be traveling out to Alberta, and we're gonna have some pretty epic videos to follow. Be sure to follow me on Instagram so that you can check out some of those early views, as I'll probably be taking a little bit of time to put together a video of both pre-race and the race itself. So let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. As always, like and subscribe for more.